National Football League on EA Sports. And front and center is Tyler Algier. He's the owner of the third most rushing touchdowns league-wide. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Broncos, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They returned home after playing in London last week, but it was a good trip as they came home a winner.
And that's a long flight when you lose, but not half as bad when you come home with a victory and full of bangers and mash.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. A first carry for Tyler Algier. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. If you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, Sam. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number one passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game. And
he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Goff now to throw. That's to Bowers once again. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Goff. It's Myers again with another catch. Now 2nd and 5. Goff throwing again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dreadnoughts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they can't bring him down. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
What's that?
Out of the gun, Goff. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Williams. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this first half. That's already 7 catches for him now. And we've yet to hit halftime. Now it's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Trey Tucker, 82 yards. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And this was something we were watching coming in. That last reception, folks, going to put him at an even 100 now on the campaign. Goff now looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Dreadnoughts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Nick. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. To throw is Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Dreadnoughts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Nix. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will remain well behind. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a London first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. To the air again, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Second and 3 from the 9. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brock Bowers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dreadnoughts open the lead up to 34-0. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Throwing after the interception. Nix. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He lets it go deep for Mayer. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jacoby Myers head out for this next drive. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Goff. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. From the gun, here's Goff. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Goff now to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. More of the same right there. He's up to 15 catches now this ball game alone. Now Goff. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, Goff. Short throw caught by Bowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. Now it's Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Myers. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Dumps this one off to Algier. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Back to throw, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have got it on cruise control. Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On play action, here's Nix. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here's 3rd and 3. again with Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now it's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Nix. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Slot man moves right. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will find his man on the outside. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Goff throwing again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Goff. Another catch from Melton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Goff. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nix from the shotgun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing Nix. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Goff. Open man is Myers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Londoners,